to work a nice tailings pile with the Trommel. I got my helpers, and we'll go see if there's anything in that particular pile. Hopefully the Trommel will separate out both the gold and the sapphires, and I get everything. Okay, so I'm working out of that little slump right here because we had a quarter bucket test screen from several years back that showed one sapphire, good sapphire, and a quarter bucket of screen gravel. It's not bad. At least it's certainly not bad for up here. And I'm running the Trommel into an old exploratory pit or hole or something that somebody else ran. Getting to that initial layer of pine needles was a nightmare. You can see the drum is totally caked and plugged. It's finally starting to clear up. I don't have enough water. I don't have nearly as much water coming out of the pump as I'd like. I've got to run material a little slower than I'm used to, and that's taken a bit of time to figure out precisely how all that's going to work. But so far so good. We'll keep running material until I get bored, and then we'll look and see what we got. Coming up with a lot less heavy than I do when I gold mine. I suppose that makes sense. But I took 7-8 buckets to fill that bucket of concentrate halfway. I then re-ran the bucket of concentrate, and it's about a quarter of a bucket now. And I probably won't bother to do that again. However, I threw everything into the gold pan for a few minutes while reconcentrating the concentrate, and ended up coming up with a yellow sapphire of a carat or two. So that's not bad. The whole process, I will say, seems much slower than screening and concentrating. We won't know to the end of the day. The rest of the group is screening and concentrating down the hill, so we won't know till the end of the day whether or not this is a going concern or this is a time-consuming toy that didn't work for what I wanted it to. But there appears to be an awful lot of material in this pit I'm running that is the perfect size to jam up the reverse helix right here at the mouth, where it hits on these centering tubes. I don't know what else to call them, spacers as they were, and then it plugs the helix so the helix can't dump. And of course at that point everything's got to build up and just roll inside the tube. I think that might be a design flaw. Between the plugging, which you can see is pretty bad right now. See it coming up around? And that of course is holding back the material. Between that and the lack of water and everything else, this is very slow. I'm not sure if I'm asking a machine to do something I can't do, or dang, this is a whole lot slower than running Goldberg. Been at this several hours now. I'm not entirely sure how well the machine is working. However, before I leave, I'm going to put all of that, the waste material, through one of my shakers, and then I'll concentrate it. And if there's any stones in that, or if there's a disproportionate amount of stones in the sluice, then we know that this whole idea isn't working. And whether that means modification, starting over, I don't know. But I will know once and for all by the end of the day, does this work? So I was able to get 2 buckets to concentrate out of the Trommel, and then I've got the sluice pan in another bucket, and then I've got about a half a bucket of screen concentrated waste rock, the stuff that came out of the Trommel, so that we can figure out if the Trommel's working for sapphires at all. But the fact that it found that big yellow, it's got me hopeful. Right, buddy? You like your sapphires? Okay. I'll take that as a yes. So what I'm doing here is taking material that we would normally run through the concentrator, screen material that's all set and ready, and running it through the trommel to see if it can successfully bring the stones up and out while cleaning the gravel all at the same time. So, one more test.